Hello, Whole Foods readers. This is Kaylin Chiarello-Ebner, editor of Whole Foods Magazine.
And I'm Lauren Tom from the University of Massachusetts. We're here today with author Judith Finlayson, who just wrote the book, The 163 Best Paleo Slow Cooker Recipes.
Ms. Finlayson started writing cookbooks after a long career as a food journalist, author, speechwriter, and consultant. Over the years, she's written numerous cookbooks like The Healthy Slow Cooker and The Best Diabetes Slow Cooker Recipes.
Her latest book caters to the paleo diet with more than 160 gluten-free slow cooker recipes for those following the diet. Good morning, Judith.
Good morning.
Let's talk about your book. This is the 15th cookbook you've written. What inspired you to write about paleo cooking?
Well, paleo is really a convenient framework for addressing a wide variety of dietary issues, and since you talked about my career, I've written a lot about food and health over the years. So paleo really addresses concerns ranging from the food supply, such as processed food, nutrient quality, to obesity, because it's basically a low starchy carb diet, which does help most people in terms of losing weight. It also addresses food sensitivities and allergies in a variety of ways because it's gluten, dairy, grain, legume free. And, it's healthy in the sense that there are no refined, it's healthy in a broad sense, but that also that there are no refined sugars and oils in it. I take a slightly different approach from some paleo authors in that my approach uses paleo more as a guideline and not as a catechism. There are some people who are very, very committed to the idea that we shouldn't be eating anything that our paleo ancestors didn't eat, and my approach is a little bit broader than that.
Got it. That sort of speaks to the next question I have for you, which is limitations. There's so many people on the paleo diet that struggle to find appropriate foods, and it's sugar is out, dairy is pretty much out, some fats are out. How did you handle these challenges when developing your recipes?
Well, there are a lot of different foods that you can eat, and I don't find eating paleo is really a great problem for me. For starters, the fats people say they're a huge issue because you can't use the refined oils that you bought in supermarkets, but I haven't been eating refined oils for years, even before I started eating paleo, because I read the health literature and I became very convinced that they were simply not good for you. So there are lots of really, really wonderful oils you can use, such as extra virgin olive oil, which is the perfect default for just about everything kind of oil. Coconut oil is a fabulous oil for higher heat cooking and for all kinds of things. You can use it in desserts, and it's extremely nutritious. It's delicious. I also have been using lard for years, real lard that I buy from my butcher, who renders it from pasture-raised pigs. Not the stuff you buy in the supermarket, which tends to have hydrogenated fats added to it.
Yeah.
But, most people don't realize that lard is very high in most of the fat in lard is PUFA, so it's very healthy for you. It's unsaturated. I've gotten into schmaltz in recent years, and that's really fun. Chicken fat, it's a great fat, and it's been used for years in many different things, and I'm pleased to say that my butcher is now carrying that as well. And he also carries duck fat, and if you haven't eaten duck fat French fries, I really recommend that you do. So there's no deprivation on the the paleo diet. And I I want to come back to the fact that I'm not doctrinaire, because people eat paleo for many different reasons, and they eat it to lose weight. So paleo can be a high protein, low carb diet. Some people use it to help regulate blood sugar because they have blood sugar concerns.
Yep.
And, virtually all the foods on the paleo diet are low on the glycemic index, so it's very good for that. And other people use it for improving their digestive health, and, that's because grains and legumes are difficult to digest. So, it hits a lot of notes in terms of satisfying a broad variety of dietary concerns.
Right, absolutely.
You mentioned desserts before. Desserts can be really tough on the paleo diet. What are some of your favorite sweeteners to use in the kitchen?
Well, fortunately I'm not a vegan, so I can eat honey. And honey is a wonderful sweetener. The more I learn about honey, the more I like it, almost as a health food. It's a very strong antibacterial component, among other benefits. It also tastes good. I use unpasteurized honey. Coconut sugar is a fabulous sugar, and it's a great substitute for refined sugar. It's very tasty, it's caramely, it's rich, it's very, very good. I also love using maple syrup. And I'm not sure that everybody agrees with that who is strictly paleo, but it's a wonderful sweetener, and actually the more we learn about it, the more we learn that it has many, many very beneficial components in terms of promoting health.
Right. One thing that struck me about this cookbook, you've got so many different options in there. There's over 160, and there's some classics, and then you've got some really innovative things, I thought, like gingery peach, poached in green tea. That was really different. What are some of your favorite go-to recipes from this cookbook?
Well, I'm thinking, that it's, in terms of, I love the smothered steaks. The osso buco is absolutely fantastic. That's an incredible dish. It's fabulous in the slow cooker. And the same with the veal shank ragu. If you really want to impress people with a kind of Friday night, I'm going to use the word pasta, but it's not really pasta. The veal shank ragu over the roasted spaghetti squash is absolutely incredible. And it's also, using your slow cooker, you can make wonderful poached salmon very conveniently. Mm-hmm. And as you pointed out, you don't need to suffer in terms of dessert. The gingery pears poached in green tea are wonderful. Baked apples, you can make a great flan with toasted almonds and a caramel made from coconut sugar. Coconut whipped cream. You don't even have to give up whipped cream on the paleo diet because you can whip coconut milk, and it's fabulous. So really, there is no hardship on the paleo diet, and it's also very, very healthy. I mean, if you're eating meats that are pasture raised and fish that are sustainably caught, and you're having it with really quite a few vegetables, you're not deprived in terms of the full range of nutrients. Excuse me.
Well put. Thank you so much for helping us understand paleo cooking even better. We have just one final question for you.
Where can readers get this book?
Well, they should be able to buy it anywhere. It's certainly available on Amazon, but you should be able to buy it in any bookstore as well.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Judith, and good luck with 163 Best Paleo Slow Cooker Recipes published by Robert Rose. Thanks again.
Great speaking with you.